Hello Reborners, my name is Karen and this is Making Dolls with Karen. We're back with Charles on our table and we're having a few little issues. It is little black spots all over Charles. Some of these are just specks that'll come right off. It's the ones that don't come right off that I'm concerned about. He has got this little spot right here on his head. Right there. It looks like it's down inside of the vinyl. That's what's so disturbing about it, is it's not on top. It's down into the vinyl. I don't know if you can see it. I'll put it really close to the camera. And he's got one on this arm. This one looks okay. And this one, oh, there's one right there on his leg. And usually what that means is, oh, there's one there too, and there too. He's got quite a few on him. What it usually means is your oven is too dirty. So what we're going to do is clean our oven. He's got some, it looks like some spots that came up from him touching the fabric when he was being sealed. Anyway, well, I'm going to demonstrate how to clean your oven before we get any further on Charles. And I'm going to post this particular segment of the video of how to clean your oven. And then we will probably come back to do Charles. I'm going to go get the oven. I'll be right back. Let me take Charles off the table first. I don't want to risk Charles getting anything on him or my sponges getting dirty. This is a dirty job and it needs to be done regularly, or you're going to get moments where you're going to have dolls with spots on them like Charles is right now. Let's put Charles up here on this, and this will keep him safe from getting any dirt on him. He's already got some little spots that we're going to have to try to deal with. Excuse me. I'm going to come right back with the oven. It's just on the other side of the room. We're going to need these paper towels. As you know, if you've already been using a nuwave oven, it is in pieces. You have to put it together and take it apart. The first part is our dome. The dome is even in two pieces. This black part is a separate piece from this yellow part. And we're going to take it apart first. You just twist this and it lifts right off. And we're going to come back to this greasy, dirty yellow part in just a minute. But right now we're going to deal with this part. What happens when you're baking is there's a little fan inside of here that comes on and distributes the hot air around. That's what makes it convection. Now, if you really was a real good person at cleaning an oven, you would probably take screws and take this top off. But I don't want to go to that much trouble. It is a lot of trouble, but you'll see there's a lot of dirt on the inside of this nuwave oven. Every part that looks brown is actually got a lot of paint on it. Down under there, that fan is covered too, and we can't really get to it because, like I said, I'm not going to take that apart. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. but we're going to wipe it as much as we can. If I could actually get some kind of long swabs or something. Well, that's pretty hard down there. Not much is coming off even with a swab. So that's about all we can do to this part of the dome. But next we have is this yellow part. And it is super greasy and filthy. So I'm going to use some alcohol and I'm going to try to clean it real good. We don't want to leave anything flammable on it because it gets hot. But I'm going to clean the outside first, which is also very dirty. And I would say clean this in your sink, but you're going to get all this oily, crappy looking, this is the outside. You're going to get this oily, crappy looking, greasy stuff in your sink. And you don't really want that. Now for the inside, which is super dirty. It's like a great big dirty bowl. We're just going to wipe it out because what happens when you're baking is some of this greasy, dirty stuff can actually liquefy and drip on your doll. And once it does that, it can actually burn on the doll. And that is what is happening with Charles. He is getting way too much paint drips on him. And so we're going to clean this the best we can. It won't be perfect, but it will be much better. That's already better. That rag is filthy. Now it's for the base. And you're thinking, what could possibly be wrong with the base? Well, I'm going to show you. I don't know what you cover your base with. Oh, I can't even hardly pick it up off the floor. This is the base with the extender ring. Inside I have this basket. I bought it from Amazon. It was a very tall white basket. It's a little bit yellowish orange now because of all the paint that has gotten on it, but it still works great. But down here inside of your extender ring, you can see it's greasy and dirty. Once again, very greasy, very dirty. So we are going to clean that. With some more alcohol. I don't really know if alcohol is the best thing to use, but it's what I have. And I'm going to clean it with that. It's very dirty. This stuff gets everywhere, and it's just gross. And once in a while, we have to stop and clean our oven. And nobody ever told me, hey, you better clean that oven because it's doing nothing but getting more and more dirty. Now this pan belongs in here for some reason. You need to have it. I don't really know what the reason is, but if you don't have it, I don't think it works properly. But it removes, and it's filthy dirty too. Look at it. This particular pan comes out. This is the base. This is the pan. If you were using the nuwave oven to cook, you could actually put food on this pan. Gross. This is very gross and disgusting. Look at that. And that's just on the pan. Wait till you see the bottom of this thing. It is super disgusting too. Look at that. It actually has oil that will run. I'm going to wipe it. It's super greasy. It's super brown. It is super gross. And we're going to get as much of it out as we can, no matter how many paper towels we have to use. These little bumper things are to hold the pan up, I guess. Oh, this is just disgusting. There are no other words for it but disgusting. I'm just going to put some alcohol in it and try to clean it a little better. And this is something we need to do on a fairly regular basis. and I have not been doing it. I rarely ever get one of those drips on a doll, but when you do, well, it can ruin your doll, depending on where it drips. If it's on a leg or something, you have a good chance to cover it up. I'm just going to take these little rubber tips off while I'm cleaning it and put them back on when I'm finished. But if it's on the face or, you know, it's a potential of ruining your doll. And we want to have the nicest doll we can have, so we've got to clean this grimy oven. It is disgusting. And that's pretty good, actually. That alcohol got it pretty clean. I have to say that's pretty clean. And we're going to call that clean. And now we're going to put it back together. And hopefully Charles will not get any more black spots on him. There is one more reason that black spots get on your doll like that. And that's granules of paint that didn't dissolve that's in your paint mixture. We've only put enhancements on him, so it can't be that, because we didn't put anything up and down on his legs and stuff, or the back of his head. There shouldn't be anything there. So it has to be this. One way this fits and one way it doesn't. There, that's it. Okay. Now we're going to put our dome back on. And now we have a clean oven. Well, clean as we can get it. Like I said, I'm not taking this thing apart because it is too hard to put back together. I just know it. Now this just sits down on here and you turn it until it locks into place like that. And there we have it, a clean oven. Now I'm going to put my basket back in there. I highly recommend these baskets, by the way. They came 3 in a package. The width of your oven is 13 inches. And they were 13 inches. And they have shrank a little from the heat. But all I did was whatever was sticking out, they're sewn together like a rope basket. And the little rope twines are sewn together with just needle and thread, it looks like. And I just took a cutter like this and just cut around the circle until it was the height I wanted, and then just cut it off at the edge. And that's all I did. And it just fits right in there. You can put your dolls right up to the edge. They won't burn. And you don't have to worry about them touching anything hot. I'm going to end this video because it's going to still be included in Charles's video, but I'm going to make another video called How to Clean Your Oven. And that's why I'm ending it right now. We'll be right back to work on Charles. Happy reborning.